look after the woman.
Right.
He's alive. Possible puncture wound here. Oh, God. What about the woman?
Faith. Is Faith all right?
I can't find the pulse.
Faith? Faith? She can't be dead. I can't have killed her.
Let me. There it is. She's alive. She's out cold, though.
There's no bleeding.
Okay. Get her on a stretcher while I put a compress on him.
Right.
I had to knock her out. She wouldn't let me help her. Help her. Help Faith. Hit it. Oh.
Easy, easy now. The woman's gonna be all right. Keep it count. 1, 2, 3.
I love her. I never meant to hurt her. Oh.
Hey, come on, don't talk. Come on, take it easy. You ought to breathe easier now. Okay. Let's get him on there. By the numbers, though, he's lost a lot of blood. Support down here, right under there. You got him? Ready? 1, 2, left. There. Okay. Let's get him under oxygen and get the heck out of here.
Well?
Well, I liked her, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I liked her very much. I mean, she certainly isn't my idea of a typical family court investigator, is she?
Which is what?
Oh, you know, orthopedic shoes, rimless glasses, that sort of
Oh, thank goodness she wasn't. No, I thought she was lovely. She was warm and she was competent and she had impeccable taste. She adored Edmund.
Yeah, but most important, did she like us?
Yes, yes. At any rate, she liked you and you're the one at issue.
Oh, boy, I tried. I don't know. I think maybe I might have gone a little overboard in a couple of places. What do you think?
Is that really you? Feeling insecure?
Listen, there's a lot at stake. Most important thing in the world now that I got you is I want that little boy who's sleeping in there to become my son.
Oh, and she got that message.
Yeah?
You were beautiful. Really. You answered all her questions directly and honestly. And it was very clear about how much you love him. Hey, I know she was impressed.
Well, why do I want to adopt Edmund? Now, come on. I mean, that wasn't hard, was it? You really got the tough ones. If I had to start on the natural father, I'm afraid.
Now, wait a minute. Now, wait. Frank is not involved in this. Personally or legally, and I do not want to discuss him.
Well, then that's the way it's going to be. We're going to go to the judge, and he's going to approve of us, too. You bet. And in a relatively short time, I hope you and Edmund and I are going to be officially together.
Yeah.
And you know what else?
Huh?
We're going to have a party.
Oh, a big, fat, juicy cake.
Chocolate. And Edmund Strong Coleridge Bullock will be written in white frosting right across it.
Right.
Hey, is it okay about the name? I mean, we really haven't talked that through.
Well, I don't object to Coleridge Bullock. I don't see why Edmund will. Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Yes, is this 555-2321?
Yes, it is.
Could I speak to a Miss Jillian Coleridge, please?
That's me.
Is your sister Faith Desmond?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm afraid there's been an accident, Miss Coleridge. We just found your sister and her husband alongside a road. They've been hurt.
Wait a minute, what kind of accident? A car?
No, apparently there wasn't a car involved.
Look, tell me. I mean, tell me how badly they're hurt, please.
Well, she has a number of bruises and contusions. She's unconscious right now. He's suffering from a collapsed lung, I believe.
Wait a second. Wait, my husband's a doctor. Hold on for a minute.
It's Dr. Bullock. What happened?
Oh, yes, Dr. Bullock. We don't exactly know. See, the woman is suffering from shock and exposure. There's a barely healed abdominal wound.
Yeah, I know about that.
Well, she's unconscious right now, but her vital signs are steady. I don't think there are any internal injuries.
And what about Tom, her husband?
Well, I'm afraid he's pretty badly hurt. There's a puncture wound to the chest and I think perforated lung. He's having trouble with breathing. When he was conscious, there was pains in his chest and a very severe cough. I don't know what could have caused that kind of a wound, but it's a bad one.
Uh-huh. They couldn't tell you anything?
No, they're both out of it. The only way we got a read down was on a key we found, a hotel key that we found in the man's pocket, and through there we traced them to her sister.
Okay, all right. You have him on oxygen?
Yes, that was the second priority after we stopped the bleeding.
And where are you taking him?
Well, that seemed to be a problem. Now, there's a 30-bed clinic about 20 miles away from here, but they don't have any of the oxygen equipment that I would want for this kind of a treatment.
Now, well, they can't go there.
Well, Poughkeepsie's the only big hospital is in Poughkeepsie. I don't know.
No. I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well bring him here to Riverside. We have everything he needs. You're what, about an hour away?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Well, can he make it? I mean, what do you think?
Well, maybe so. He seemed a lot better once we put him on oxygen, and his vital signs are stable. We'll give it a try. That's all we can do.
All right, good. Listen, you bring him into Riverside. Huh? It's West 159th Street in Manhattan. I'll be there, and we'll be ready for you.
Good. We're on our way.
Okay. Tom is in very bad shape. Faith is going to have to be treated for shock, to say the least. And, listen, you get a babysitter, huh? I'll meet you in emergency.
Okay, I know Miriam is with her sister. If I can't get somebody, I'll call Maeve and Johnny, all right?
Good.
I guess I should call Roger, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Seneca.
I'm sorry, honey. Do the best I can.
Go.
No, don't leave me here. No, don't touch me. Don't.
That ought to calm her down. See if you can get another blanket on her, all right?
Okay.
Keep checking her vital signs.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to.
Oh, Faith. Come on, easy, man. Hey, help me hold his hands down. I have to change his dressing. Keeps grabbing at the mask. It's the trouble with a wound like this. Every time he breathes, he draws more air through it. Knocks blood down inside his lungs. Scissors. He's covered me. Come on. Hurts. Damn, I think I just lost him again. I don't know if taking him all the way to New York was such a good idea, even on Dr. Bullock's say-so. It's big stuff, you know, neurology.
Damn. It's way down.
Oh, man, that means there's bleeding internally. Here. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put him on Ringer's lactate solution, okay?
All right.
Stat, move!
Right.
What's the matter with you, anyways?
I'm sorry. I've only been on this duty for 2 weeks. No one's died on me yet.
There's gotta be a first time. Let's hope this time isn't it.
only when people winning out of it.
Terrible chill here since I turned the oven on.
Yeah, well, I got a confession to make. I turned the thermostat down just a wee bit. Well, the first fuel bill of the season came in, sweetheart, and it was a whopper. I think maybe we'll have to raise the price of the dinner special or something.
Everything is going up except people's salaries. I'd just as soon keep it at $2.95 if we could possibly manage it.
Well, we could always make the portions a little smaller.
No.
Just a thought.
Oh, yes.
There. A little warmer now, huh?
Yes, that's a hit. That's a hit.
You know where we ought to be right this minute? Back on the cruise ship in the Caribbean. Tropical nights, the moon and the water.
Yes. That would be grand.
We ought to do it every year.
Oh, that would be nice. No. I'm glad, though, that Francis is at least getting some rest and some sunshine in Florida, even if it is with Ray.
Yeah. See one of these. You know, one thing I'll say about Ray. She knows how to enjoy all that money she's got.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does.
You know, I often think, what I'd do if I had more money than I really needed. I don't mean rich. I mean comfortable enough so I wouldn't have to worry about leaving a light bulb burning or taking a taxi every once in a while.
John, we've always got along.
I know, got along. We always had plenty to eat, decent roof over our heads, little money in the bank for a rainy day.
5 children with a fine education. No, we've always had enough for the important things. What would we do if we had extra?
Nothing, I guess. You mean you wouldn't like some of those fancy clothes Ray Wood had paraded around in? Or a matching mink hat and coat like Delia's got?
I'm telling you, that is not mink. I was told it was Fitch.
Fitch? Thought Fitch was a kind of a bird.
Oh, go on, man. No, I definitely would not. I suppose it's a matter of habit. But if we got wealthy all of a sudden, I don't know that I would change much of my life. Or maybe I'd have 2 warm bathrobes so that I wouldn't freeze when I was washing the one in the winter. No, I don't disapprove of people enjoying luxuries, but it's not my cup of tea.
You're really something. Hey, speaking of tea,
What?
how'd the visit with Dee go? Miss American Capitalism in action.
Oh, yes.
Did she ever get upstairs to see little
Oh,
John?
yes, she did for about 5 minutes, and then she went off. But I'll have you know, my dear, she no longer is investing in tea. Oh, no, she's pulled out of that.
I thought she was making a bundle with those tea contracts.
No, her 6th sense went into gear, and she, apparently, and she just pulled out of that market entirely. I don't know, John. The change in that girl, I can't keep up with it. I mean, it makes my head spin. Do you know that she called her broker from here? I mean, she had his night number. I mean, we were sitting here and having a cup of tea, and I happened to mention that the tea tasted funny to me. Well, she looked at her on the phone, and she talks to this Miss Brimley or Grimley or whatever his name is, and she tells him to pull out of tea and invest all her money in tin and aluminum, believe it or not.
Tin and aluminum. How'd she come up with that?
Well, I was wrapping some things in this, darling.
For heaven's sake. You know, I think it was the biggest belly laugh in the world if she hadn't already made so much money.
$43,000 out of a $5,000 investment.
Yeah, making more every day. Keeps piling up. You know, I'll tell you something.
What?
If I had any cash to fool around with, I'd be tempted to take a flyer.
Oh, hush, John. Heaven's sakes, don't even think of that. The whole thing is a fluke. She could lose that money as fast as she made it.
Well, I know that, but knowing Dee, she probably won't. You know, the thing that gets me angry, it was Frank's money she went in with. I mean, it was part of the divorce settlement. She never earned a penny of it. Now that she's got a big, fat bank account and a rich husband, I hope that doesn't make her think magically she's going to turn into a fit husband for little John. Hello, Ryans.
Johnny, it's Jill.
Yes, Jillian.
Look, I'm in some trouble and I need some help.
Well, of course, Ollie. I think we can go.
Well, there's been an accident, Tom and Faith.
Well, an accident? What happened? Where are they now? It's Tom and Faith.
Oh, Mother of God.
Look, I don't know the details. I only know that there's an ambulance bringing them back in from the country. I can't get a babysitter. I want to know if you and Maeve will help me out with Edmund. Can I bring him over there?
Well,
I want to be at the hospital when they get back.
of course, darling. Bring him over right away.
Darling. Oh, and there's my boy.
Hi.
Sweetheart, isn't he something, huh?
Isn't he something?
I really appreciate this. I really do.
Have you had anything lately at all?
No, I don't understand any of it. I mean, some kind of bizarre traffic accident. There's no car. I keep thinking maybe it was some sort of mugging.
Not out in the country. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Let me get him upstairs, darlings, because he'll go out as soon as he hits the bed, I'm sure.
All right. Oh, look, you better take his bear.
All right. Come on.
Good night. Be a good boy, okay?
Good night, love. We're going to walk.
Night, night.
Oh, upstairs. I just hope he doesn't fuss. I know that he felt all this tension.
Well, sweetheart, if his own grandmother can't calm him down, she's calmed lots of babies in her days. Now, come on, sit down. I'll get you a cup of tea. They just made a fresh batch of cookies.
Thanks, Johnny.
For what, darling?
Do you know how grateful I am to the two of you?
For lending a hand to our own grandson. There isn't anything we wouldn't do for you or for him. We were hoping we'd get to see a little bit of him. It's the pity it has to be under circumstances like this.
You are going to get to see him. That's not going to be a problem.
Oh, it won't, huh? Well, I was under the impression it might be. I had this little conversation with Seneca, and he has reservations, it seems, about Maeve and me being part of Edmund's life.
John.
I know. I'm sorry this isn't the time.
No, it's okay. What I'm trying to tell you is that it doesn't matter what Seneca thinks. If it's a problem for him, it is not a problem for me. Now, our marriage contract states that I make all the major decisions about Edmund, even once the adoption goes through.
Contract? I wonder how long that'll last. Wait a minute. What adoption?
I'm sorry. I just didn't want this to come out now. I was going to tell you and Maeve outright.
Oh, you mean Seneca's formally adopting the boy?
Yes. Yeah, we're in the process now. There was a court administrator from the courts, and she came to the house tonight. The only thing we have to do now is see a judge. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Things seem to be going smoothly.
Boy, just like that. Just like that, his real father doesn't have a word to say. Oh, Jill, Frank loves that boy. Look, he's lost you. Don't put Edmund out of his reach.
I don't know how to say this to you, but Frank cannot be a father to Edmund. He can't even acknowledge the fact that he's his son. I mean, what am I supposed to tell my 2-year-old son? That when he's in public, he can't call his father Daddy? He lives in another city. He has no time for him?
Frank will make time for him.
No, he won't, Johnny. He won't. He says he will, but he can't. He'll fly back home. He'll make appointments to see him, and then he'll cancel. I do not want that for Edmund. No. And I'm not going to tell Seneca that he can't be a father for him when he adores him and he loves him and he teaches him things. He has a right to be his father.
You're talking about Seneca's rights. If only you could have just waited.
There have been too many if-onlys. I've been through enough of them already.
Can't help thinking this never had to happen.
Well, I keep thinking it was inevitable. And it's right. Johnny, you more than anybody understand about families. You believe in that. That's what I want for Edmund, a family. And this is right, and we're happy.
Okay, sweetheart, I'm glad for you. I'm glad. I just hope that in a little while you don't feel the way Seneca does, that Maeve and I it would only be a confusion.
Well, I've seen many of them, but I tell you one thing. My grandson is one of the most beautiful, delightful children I've ever known. What's going on?
Look, we'll talk another time. I gotta see if Kevin needs me. Let us know as soon as you hear anything.
Jillian, what's going on now? You can't have had words at this time.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to get into this tonight, but I know that you have to know. Seneca is going to adopt Edmund.
Oh.
They sent somebody from the courts tonight. She interviewed us, and now we just have to see the judge.
I see, dear.
Maeve, I know this has to hurt you. I know how you feel for Frank. But this is right for me.
But it's your decision, of course. But
you know how much I love you and Johnny. You'll always have a place in Edmund's life. An important place, I promise you.
Well, I don't see how that can be with Seneca. No, I'm not going to argue about it now. Or ever, for that matter. Edmund is your son, and it's your marriage. And this is certainly not the time now. You've got to get to Faith and Tom.
Yes, but you know that I would never hurt you or Johnny. And I'm not trying to hurt Frank either, really. I want to thank you for taking care of him. Oh, I promise it won't just be in the bad times.
I know that you mean that, darling. And as far as the little one, he went off. As soon as I put him down in Little John's bed, he'll be fine. Now go on. Tell them that we love them, Okay. Go do.
Dr. M. Seneca Bullock.
Dr. Bullock.
Yeah, how is it?
Well, she's doing all right. He's had a pretty rough go of it, though. His pressure dropped twice. I thought we were going to lose him, but he's hanging on.
Well, the blood's ready. His type's on file here.
Good. I kept him on oxygen the whole way, and then when his pressure dropped, I put him on Ringer's lactate.
Good. Okay, let's get him out of here first.
Faith, it's Seneca. Seneca.
Seneca, help me. Help me, please.
It's okay, Faith.
Help
me. It's okay, honey. It's okay. You're home now. We'll take care of you.
Doctor, I think we've lost this one.
This Saturday, TV's favorite mother-daughter are here on SoapNet. Gilmore Girls. Catch back-to-back episodes Saturday night at 9 and Sunday at 6. Get to know Lorelai and Rory every weekend. Gilmore Girls on SoapNet.